print these copies. When you will submit, a PDF file will generate. You need to print it, and you need to send first enveloped it, and then you need to send this to mentioned address, because UGC used to now notify all of the students on their official website. So just go through and you will get exact address where you need to send, and then you can send all the hard copies to UGC. This is very easy, just like after getting your hard
Okay,
copy.
Sharik, uh, ask your
Assalamu alaikum,
query.
sir.
Islam.
Sir, actually, I want to ask that my graduation will be completed in 2023. So, when will I have to start all this preparation for scholarships in Hungary and other fields?
Actually, you are in a bit early, like in the very beginning phase. So you can, in when you are in fifth semester, for sure you need to get ready with these documents. If you are in fifth semester, just like for sure, because you are in first or second semester, so be ready with these documents in fifth semester, I think. So like you can go through for passport, for these basic documents, but for transcript, for degree, uh, for sure you need to.
So, currently I am in sixth semester and BSc ages of eighth semester. So,
Oh, I see. So I think you should in sixth semester. So get your transcript till sixth semester. You cannot get your degree, of course. So get your transcript till sixth semester and all the documents what I mentioned in the slide. So just like passport and your motivational letter, start to write how to write motivational letter, and go through YouTube channels and videos how to write a efficient motivational letter, how to write research proposal, and try to contact to professor that they should for a recommendation letter. So these are the basic documents. So get ready with these documents because you are already in sixth semester and you are going to finish your masters. I think your bachelor's in 2000. I think 22 or 23.
Yes,
So I
Mudassir.
think, yeah. So these are the basic documents what you need to.
Mudassir, ask your query. Mudassir. Okay. Now we are heading to our next lecture. That is by Dr. Abdullah. He will give a talk on opportunities and supports in South Korea. Now I request Dr. Abdullah, please start your lecture. Dr. Abdullah, you are not audible. Please unmute yourself. Uh, you are still mute, Abdullah.
Okay. No, he is still
Uh,
mute.
okay, I'll just inform him that he is.
Okay. Arash.
Okay, Dr. Abdullah is having some technical issue in his audio system. We are skipping him, Dr. Abdullah, for now, and offering Dr. Muhammad Amir to start his talk. Later on, we will invite Dr. Abdullah again to for his talk. Okay. Uh, yes, Dr. Amir, now you can start.
Thank you, Dr. Fahim, for such a nice webinar on career counseling. Assalamu alaikum to all of you, and very warm evening to all the teachers, my younger brothers and sisters out there listening and putting so much time to listen. So before deep dive to the discussion that we were supposed to do on career counseling, I think most part have been done by Altaf Bhai very nicely, and he has covered almost everything regarding the documents we need to go abroad to pursue, whether MS or PSG. So I want to share a discussion that we had on day before yesterday with Fahim, and so it's like fun, just a 1 minute discussion. So he called me in the morning. It was like 5:30 or 6 a.m. in the Boston, and I saw my phone is ringing, and I thought that it is supposed to my alarm for routine work, and I thought Fahim is calling. I just picked the phone, and without saying anything, any salam dua, nothing at all. So Saturday में webinar talk है, तुझे देना है. I said, yeah, what? No, so that Saturday में webinar talk है और तू सो रहा है, मुझे पता, सो जा. And that's all. And that's all. At that moment, I was very like shocked and frustrated. But at the very next moment, I feel privileged and honored to be part of this exciting webinar. So this is the kind of relation we have with Fahim and all the alumni. We are associating with this USA alumni group, and out of this USA alumni group in Europe and other places. So Altaf Bhai has covered most part, but this is majorly going to focus on MS scholarship, and rather than focusing on postdoctoral PhD scholarship. So if we talk about USA MS scholarship, I cannot find much detail here, though there are some scholarship, but almost more than 99% scholarship is not fully funded. They either cover tuition fee, either they cover your housing. So if you have excellent score in GRE, close to 330 or something, you may get a chance to have fully funded scholarship, but that is a very rare case. That is so.
Computing.
So that is very
क्या है?
rare case.
हट.
Please silent.
Please,
Yeah. So
please
that is
mute
very
your.
rare case. So there's no even some of our friends who is pursuing his master, but they are not getting a full funded scholarship. They are paying by their own self, and living in USA is much costlier. I would not suggest to go to that. If you have good funding and if you have fully funded scholarship, then you could join. For PhD program, you would get a lot of opportunities because almost 50% of the universities in USA, they don't care about GRE and TOEFL score. If you have an effective CV, resume, and cover letter, you are going to hit. That's for sure. But the reason is people are not knocking at the right door at the right time, is that they are putting so much information in their CV, so much information in the cover letter, right? So I would suggest to go to the very, very perfect and very, very excise format rather than putting so much stuff there. They're not going to put so much time to look into your application because they are they are receiving so much application throughout the world, right? So, and what about male body? So in my case, I'm not saying that it would be a perfect case for everyone. For my case, I always uh, make an abstract of my CV and my cover letter and put that abstract in my mail body in just 2 or 3 lines, so that if you email someone, they can catch from these 2 or 3 lines what you are saying, what you are looking for, right? They are not going to go into your CV 3 to 4 pages, cover letter 3 to 4 pages, right? Because you are in graduation and you are, if you are in master, you're looking for PhD. You do not have much um, career, right? So what they look what you are saying and how you specific are, right? So I would emphasis on to make your CV, your mail body, your resume very specific. If possible, it should not be more than 1 page. It should not be more than 1 page, right? If you are looking that if I would make some 3 or 4 page, it is not going to help you at all. So this is my first suggestion to all of you. And in terms of scholarship, I would I would not suggest to look into the USA fully funded scholarship. If you have GRE score close to 330, 335, then you can look. That's for sure. You will get at the you will have some way of like either tuition fee or living fee, but it's a very rare chance to have a fully funded scholarship in USA. And another thing, uh, just to get admission at Harvard, MIT, California, John Hopkins, and any other place in master's and graduation degree, again you have to go to the process for PhD. So this is the problem in USA. I'm not discouraging anyone. I'm telling the bitter truth that we are facing, and all the people who came from India and want to pursue. This is the biggest problem. You have to go through the whole process. If you do your master's degree, it's not because you not to have a green visa to get any job here. You have to have you have to have a continue your visa by having some admission in some university, having some support from your family, and stay without fellowship in USA is going to be horrible, right? I would not suggest to do that, but if you get fully funded scholarship, go ahead, pursue. And for PhD, I would suggest complete your graduation and masters from Jamia ALIGARH Muslim University. That curriculum is par excellence, right? You cannot find that kind of curriculum in other university. And look for PhD. Look for PhD because PhD is far better than the both of these universities. If you earn PhD from USA or Europe or Hungary, it's going to be it's going to be make you far excellent than the rest of others, right? So look for PhD, and if you get chance, go ahead for master, but don't waste your time to 1 or 2 years to get this opportunity. Try, I would suggest try so that you can get chance. And one more thing, uh, it's very frustrating job. It's bitter job to get fellowship in Europe or in USA is very frustrating job. There may be chance you would apply for a 50 applicant 50 position and you wouldn't get any response from them. There is a high chance. So it's very frustrating, but you have to go through that kind of situation. Be prepared of mind, and try hard to go through because it's not easy job. If you're looking, definitely you are going to nail it. That I'm 100% sure. But it's very frustrating job at the same time. You have to have go through this process, and always keep in mind that it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I have to go through this process. I have to nail it. That's kind of imagination you have to have. And I'm 100% sure if anyone have passion to do masters and PhD postdoc outside India, it is much easier than to get a postdoc or PhD position in India. You will surely get a chance to do all those things. I'm 100% sure. And I think there's no, as I told you, there's no specific scholarship. There is some Indo-US scholarship, but that require a very excellent GRE, TOEFL, and GPA score. If you have, and even that scholarship does not cover the whole tuition fee. It's going to be kind of painful journey. So I would not highly encourage. If you want, you can pursue. It's my personal experience, but I would not highly encourage to look for masters and graduate to do all those things in going through all those process, and even if you don't have any good scholarship, it's tough to pursue that. So I will encourage you to focus on the PhD part and the postdoc part. If you're talking about, if you're interested to get into the admission in any university of USA. So I would like to have a question in this session. That's all. That's all I have. That's if you ask anything, I will surely.
Yes, now the webinar is open for discussion or any query. You can ask if you have any question. Yes, Suzanne. Your voice is not clear, Suzanne. Okay, Bashir,
She can write her question in the chat box.
you can write Suzanne. Now, Bashir, you can ask your query.
Sir, if I want to switch to basic science or interdisciplinary sciences, as I have background of agriculture,
Yeah.
do you suggest me?
Very nice question. It doesn't matter at all from which discipline you are. It only matters you have passion and you have put it your thought in a very, very right way. It doesn't matter at all in USA which discipline you are. I would say 20 to 30% postdoctor and PhD student, they all are coming from different discipline. They are coming from either humanity, they are coming from physics, and they are doing biological sciences. They appreciate to do it. If you are different discipline, they encourage to do that. It's very nice in USA, that kind of feeling. It doesn't matter at all.
Okay, Suzanne has query that is it mandatory to give GRE for PhD in Harvard or other universities in US?
Yeah, so I would say yes. Top Harvard, MIT, California, all branches of California, John Hopkins University of Maryland, they have some sort of like a barrier, and they require a very excellent score in GRE and TOEFL. You have to go through this process, but at the same time, there are some university is also doing very well, like University of Alabama. They don't care about GRE and all those things.
Okay, now we have Mr. Sireen Ahmed.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. You are welcome.
And
Sireen bhai.
actually, I wanted to tell you that he is the president of our Associate Mentoring
Yes.
and Assistance Fellowship.
Yes,
And
yes.
we are running this scholarship together, like in a very it's like in a team. Together, we are working on it.
Yes.
And he is
You
doing
are welcome, Sireen bhai.
ओके जज़ाकल्लाह। आमिर भाई, अब मेरे पास एक क्वेश्चन है कि मैं अभी टेक्सास में हूँ, सदैम यूनिवर्सिटी किंग्सविल में। मुझे इस बात की क्यूरियोसिटी है कैसे हार्वर्ड और MIT की एटमॉस्फेयर एनवायरनमेंट डिफरेंट होती है अदर US यूनिवर्सिटी से, IITs इंडिया से, और अदर जो वर्ल्ड की यूनिवर्सिटी, ये वो ओवररेटेड तो नहीं है या फिर क्या है फर्क जो आप वहाँ पे हैं? तो मुझे इसके बारे में बेसिक आइडिया चाहिए।
Yeah, that's very nice question. How Harvard and MIT is different from the rest of the university. Yeah, I would give an example. Yeah, I was in Iowa since 2020, March 2020 for 1 year. So I would share some differences. So say, for example, I'm going to go like, say, very basic thing, autoclave, right? We are in biological science, we all know the autoclave process. If you're doing autoclave in Iowa and other university and you have experience, no one care about, go and do your work, right? But if you're doing that autoclave in University of Harvard and MIT, you have to have a go through a long training process, right? They are teaching you each and every teeny tiniest that makes that differentiate Harvard from Iowa or other university, right? That's the basic, very basic thing, and it is not overrated. I feel there is an environment, people are doing 24/7. I'm not. I would not say Harvard is overrated. People are putting so much effort to reach that level, right? So I would not say that is overrated. They are doing what they deserve, what they have, they are deserving. So I would not say this overrated. And this is the very basic difference I told you that. Even if you are going to genome sequencing, like if you have purified your plasmid and going to genome sequencing, you have to go through the whole process. They will first train you for a week and then you will start doing the experiment. So training is very, very important.
And one more question, and like, how is the student schedule? Like, it's like 8 to 5. You work 8 to 5 job?
Yeah. So that's a nice question. Yeah, I'm not fortunate in that case. I'm with Asian supervisors, and then I have to go to the 9 and return by 9. So it's almost 12 to 15 hour journey. So, but it depends on supervisor. There are some supervisors who are very flexible. They don't care about timing while coming, while going. They don't care. They care only about the progress of your work.
Yes. And what is your major actually? What is your major actually? And like in which field you are doing your PhD?
Oh, yeah, that's a very nice question. Yeah, I'm working on Parkinson's disease, right?
Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There is Khizr Khan. Yes, you can ask Khizr.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir, what would be the ideal score to get a scholarship, sir, especially in MIT or Harvard, sir, because the cost of living is already too high? And the second question would be, sir, please share your timeline when you did your UG, PG, PhD, please, sir, if that you would be comfortable with that.
Yeah. So I started my journey in 2007 with Fahim and Abdullah. They are wonderful people. And 2007 to 10, I completed my graduation, and then I got admission in MSc chemistry, organic chemistry, and then I left. I decided to do biochemistry, and then I moved to Jamia in 2011. 11 to 13 is my master's, and 13 to 15 my MPhil. 15 to 20 is my PhD, and 20 on I'm doing postdoc.
Okay, Tanveer Ahmed Mir has question that does research experience matters to get admission for PhD position abroad?
Yeah, because almost every master's students, some or other way, have some kind of experience in their master thesis. It does not matter if you have publication in any authorship, somehow it influence some scientists, but I really don't think this matter, because here scientists know to get a publication it takes 4 to 5 years. How it is possible for a master student to have a publication in just 6 months or 1 year training period? They just want to know how you know the training process, how you got your training during that stay. Do you know the autoclave process? Do you know the protein purification process? Do you know the dialysis? The very, very basic thing, right? If you know, then it's fine, and never underestimate yourself, right? Do apply, talk to the scientists, discuss your thoughts. Surely you will get opportunity.
Dr. Amir, please elaborate in reference to PhD position. Does it matters in PhD position? Any research experience and publications?
Yeah. Some as I told you, sometimes scientists, because they do not have any other parameter to look your candidature, right? If you have publication, they somehow get idea that this candidate have some kind of experience from that university, and they know these thing. But if you put your information in your resume, your CV, and your mail body in a correct way, you will they will get like in, they will let you know that I'm very interested, and let's have a Zoom meet, and let's have a Skype meet, and want to discuss with. So you will go through, but you have to put a very precise and concise information, your mail body, resume, and CV. This is very critical. If you have a lot of information, if you have publication, but if you are missing in these three things, it will be tough to get position, right?
Okay, I think Bashir has question. What are the publication requirements for MS? I think it is already cleared by Dr. Amir. Now we have a question for Mr. Altaf Bhai, that whether any research work or a review paper is required for taking admission in master program in Hungary.
It is not required actually, but if you have, for sure it will be considered as plus. But if you don't have, because we also took admission in masters in 2018, and it was not required. It was not, in the requirement list that you need to have these, publication or something like that. But if you have, for sure it will be considered as plus.
Okay, there is Mohammed Sharik who want to ask something.
So actually, my question has been answered. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Khizr, do you have any question?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
how many research publications would be ideal? Sir, one, two.
For which program, Khizr?
Sir, MIT or Harvard?
Oh,
No,
there is no need to have any publication at all. There is no need.
Yeah.
Sir,
Publication,
but it would be a
so,
plus
yeah,
point, na?
it would be a plus point for some scientists, a very rare scientist, because to have a publication at MIT and Harvard, it takes 3 to 5 years. They don't expect any publication from, right? So it doesn't matter at all. Just do apply, knock at the door, get interviewed, and discuss your thoughts. Yeah, you will get chance.
Sir, sir, so what would be the best thing to get out of the crowd to be uh,
Yeah, yeah.
considered?
That's very nice question. Yeah, you should be very specific, right? You do not have to explain each and everything. You do not put each and every information in your CV and resume. Put 3 to 4 lines your mail body. It's going to hit. That's for sure. What
there is one
what I had my experience here. What I'm sharing is all about my experience. It may be differ for any other person, but what I did, I always put 3 to 4 lines, and that lines is the summary of my resume and my cover letter, right? And never put application for PhD, never put application for postdoctoral position. They put your email in the trash. Make a difference. Subject line should be different. What I did, I'm sharing. I may be wrong, right? So
Okay, now there is a question for Mr. Altaf, that what is the chance of getting Hungarian stipend scholarship?
100%. If you are applying, what they are asking, like, the documents,
It is
what
very
they,
encouraging answer. I
100% of course,
mm,
because if you are getting nominated from UGC, it seems it means like you already got or won that scholarship, because it's all up to UGC. And as I can see since last 3 or 4 years, I think every year 15 or 12 to 15 students from AMU, they used to get nominated from UGC, and it is like, flow from AMU to Hungary. And nowadays we are like almost 60 students in Hungary from EMU, alhamdulillah. And
okay. Okay, one more question for you that do we need an admission letter or a professor's consent in application procedure of the stipendium Hungaricum?
Not for bachelor or masters, but if you're applying for a PhD, for sure you need to have acceptance letter or a statement from your supervisor that you do have your letter of acceptance from your supervisor. But if you're applying for PhD, and it is mandatory that you need to have letter of acceptance from supervisor.
Okay, now thank you, Amir Bhai, for giving your time in your
Thank
odd
you for
hours.
having me, Fahim. It's really
Uh,
wonderful. Yeah.
Thanks, Amir bhai.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Amir. It
Okay.
was amazing.
There is
Wonderful.
one more question that one that Manvi she wants to ask that there is any scholarship for MBA agribusiness.
As far as I know, there is no MBA agribusiness here, but because I see marketing, finance, and these streams and majors, but I never, you know, MBA agribusiness.
Okay.
I need to go through because I also don't know that is it available here or not.
Okay. Thank you, Amir Bhai, for your valued information and a very healthy discussion with our students. Now
Thank
we
you.
are
Thank you
heading
for
to our
having me,
final.
Fahim. Yeah. Thank
Now
you.
we are heading to our final, that is third lecture or third talk with Dr. Abdullah from South Korea. I request to Dr. Abdullah to start your talk.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. To Dr. Fahim,
Morning.
can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Oh, okay. I think there is some problem in my computer. So because these days, so there is a lot of problem in my lab. So my most of the Korean lab mates are affected with COVID. So they close all the things here in my lab. So I came here after 1 week. So I don't know what is the problem in my computer. So let me introduce myself. So my name is Abdullah and I did my undergrad and master's degree from Department of Chemistry, ALIGARH Muslim University. And then I came here in Korea in 2015 to pursue my doctoral studies. And in 2019, I completed my PhD with the title Bulk Heterojection Organic Solar Cell using organic semiconducting materials. And after that, I joined the same university for my postdoctoral program. And now I'm working in one of the most prestigious Korean research institute, which is named as Korea Basic Research Science Institute. So I want to share some of my experience. How did I came here in Korea for PhD? So I want to clear one thing that a lot of the scholarship opportunity for a master degree or for PhD degree are sponsored by the professors. So there is only few scholarship which is provided by the Korean government scholarship, and there is only few seats for the countries. So in what I heard from the other people and my colleagues and some of the senior, that there is one scholarship program which we called Global Korea Scholarship Program, and it is offered from the Ministry of Korea, and there is a two track for applying these scholarship. So Global Korea Scholarship Program is fully funded, and it is just like a Fulbright scholarship or Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So GKS means Global Korea Scholarship offers for both masters and PhD programs, and it is also offer for undergraduate. But here, all of the students are pursuing their undergrad programs or master degree programs. So for those people, I will talk only about the master and degree scholarship. So this scholarship is fully funded by the Ministry of Education, Korean government, and here like those who are applying for this scholarship so must completed their degree program like master degree program, or they want to come here for PhD program. So the candidate must completed their master degree program if they are applying for PhD. So this GSK scholarship offers a lot of benefits there is no contract, like if some candidate came to Korea under this program, under this GSK scholarship program. So there is no like contract or foundation that after completing your degree you must have to go back to your country. uh, but after completing the degree like master or after PhD, so the candidate or the student can still stay here in Korea, and if they will avail a good chance to work in many companies like LG, Samsung, or Daewoo, or some other uh, very multinational companies. So they can stay here and they can shape their career. So the benefits of this GKS scholarship is that if the candidate is selected in this scholarship program, so the Korean government will provide uh, each and everything, and the selected candidate don't need to pay a single penny, even for their visa or for their airfare or their living expense or like their dormitory fee or tuition fee. And even this in under this scholarship program, the candidate should get around $900 US dollar per month as a stipend, and this stipend will be enough for survive in Korea. So in my opinion, this scholarship program is very good for the candidate who wish to join master degree or PhD degree program in Korea. And also they don't need any English score like IELTS or TOEFL or GRE, but the candidate of course will get some weightage if they have English score, like if they have IELTS 6 band or more than 6 band, so they will get some additional benefit, and that candidate will have more chances than the others. And also if the applying candidate have uh, 3 level Korean proficiency test. So the Korean this scholarship program or the ministry which is handling this scholarship system, so they will give him or her 10% more weightage than the other candidate. So 10% more weightage is it's a very good chance if the candidate know the Korean basic Korean language, and it is easy if some candidate is interesting to came to Korea for his or her doctor master or doctoral degree program. And also the Korean culture they like extra curriculum activity. So if the applying candidate have some extra curriculum certificate, or the candidate participate in any cultural program or any state level, district level, or national level program, or any other webinar, or some research related workshop, so they will give him the priority for getting this scholarship program. And also this is not limited. There is two track for applying this scholarship program. So one is the university track and another one is the embassy track. So if the candidate is applying through the university track, so he or she can apply only one university which he selected before filling the application form for this scholarship. And the number of seats, total number of seats for this scholarship program, if the candidate is applying through university track, is 615. But if the candidate is applying through the embassy track, so the candidate has more option that he or she can apply to three university at a time, and also the number of seats is 665 for the embassy track. So, and I want to clear one thing, that one candidate can apply through only one track. He or she cannot apply through university track or and university track and embassy track at a time. He can select only one track. And also I want to share my experience. So when I came here, so I came here to Korea for my doctoral studies under the professor scholarship program. So in professor scholarship program, they are also uh, giving a very good fellowship, like 100 1200 or 1300, like that, which cover almost all of our living expenses, and also all of our medical expenses, our insurance. And the selected candidate cannot the selected candidate don't need to borrow any money from his home or from his or her relatives or from any others. So mm, so in my opinion, so there is a lot of opportunity for Indian student, because in Korean university they prefer Indian student, and they like Indian student because they know that Indian students are hard worker student and they are very sincere. So if someone want to came to Korea, so he can directly search through the university. He can check the professor's uh, profile related to his or her field, and then he or she can directly email to that professor in a very concise and well written manner. So if that professor shows some interest, so he will surely give a reply. And after that they will discuss many things related to research opportunity in Korea. And if the candidate who want to come Korea for their doctoral studies, and if he or she have only a single paper or any like a project which he or she did during his master, so it will be more beneficial for that applicant, because in Korea like they prefer publication. If some candidate have a single publication in a master, so I am sure that that candidate will get a very good opportunity in Korea, in a very prestigious research institute, because there is a number of prestigious research institute which is sponsored by the Korean government. So I think uh, and also I want to clear one thing, for that professor scholarship they never ask about any English score. But if the candidate have English score, so maybe there is a lot of chances that he or she will get uh, uh, he or she will get more higher scholarship than the other student, than the other candidate who don't have English score.
Okay.
And it is my honor to join this webinar, and I want to
No, you
thank
are. We are privileged, Dr. Abdullah Bhai.
I want to thank to
Thank-
Dr. Fahim and the team members for
thank
inviting
you,
me.
thank you, Dr. Abdullah, that for your valued information to our student. Of course, every student will get some benefit with this talk. Okay, now this webinar is open for discussion or query responses. So you can ask your query to any speaker. It is open now. There is one question of Mohammed Sharik that is there any CGPA barrier for these scholarships?
For GKS scholarship, Global Korea scholarship, so they want GPA 2.8, and if like for undergrad student, the percentile will be around 80%, but for master student, so they need 2.8 GPA.
Okay.
And I think as far as Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship is concerned, as Abdullah Bhai told that there are some particular criteria that you need to have this particular merit or percentage. So it is not like that in Stipendium Hungaricum, but if you have good score, for sure you will get nominated by UGC, because UGC, the only criteria for selection or get nominated by UGC is to have good score in your last degree.
Okay. Yes. Someone, Khizr, do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, if we don't learn Korean, would it affect our research work? So because learning
No,
Korean
it
is
will not. It
very
will not affect
difficult.
your Korean. It will not affect your research. But if if you will learn basic level Korean language, so in future it will shape your career. Because all of us know that the multinational companies Samsung and LG are originally from Korea. So I know many Indians who came here to Korea for their master or doctoral degree, and after that they are settled here in Samsung company or in LG company.
Sir,
Okay.
did you require to learn the Korean throughout your work?
No. It
Okay.
is only required for those who came under GKS scholarship. So they will give you 1 year extra, and
हो
they
गया
will
ज्वाइन
pay
हो
for.
गया पुलिस
They will pay.
हाँ खत्म तो
Dr. Ansari, please unmute yourself. Okay. Yes. And now we have
So
another query from Mohammed Sharik that uh, my undergraduate program will be completed in 2023, and from when should I apply for this JKS scholarship?
So for JKS scholarship, the candidate must have their transcript, and if they don't have, so at least they have to provide, like for undergraduate, if he is an undergraduate student, so he should provide at least 6 semester transcript, and after that he can fill out the application form and submit it through university track or through the embassy track. But he or she must need to provide the transcript for this program.
Okay, Mudassir, we will share you a LinkedIn profile of our speakers. Okay, don't worry about that. There is one question from Muhammad Fahim that he want that what is the career opportunities for agri student there? There means in foreign. Any speaker can answer.
Okay, okay, Dr. Fahim, I want to reply this question.
Yes,
So,
yes.
as I know, so here in Korea, every university offers doctoral or doctoral degree or master degree program for agri science student, and after that there is a lot of institute which is basically researched on agriculture science. So and somewhere they have some combined program like agricultural science and fisheries. So there are a lot of Indians who are working in that institute or in that institution. So maybe he can avail a good opportunity after getting the degree from agricultural science.
Okay, now Mr. Andrabi Hemu has some question. Yes,
Sir,
yes, Andrabi, ask your
yes,
query.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Assalamualaikum, sir. I wanted to know that we got to know about scholarships at graduation level, at master's level, and also at PhD
Your
level.
voice is
But
not clear. You can raise your query in chat box.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Now there is okay. She has a query about sir. Any scholarship for pursuing PhD student. Your question is not clear. Could you please make it more clear? Mohammed
Assalamualaikum,
Shadab.
sir.
Yes,
Assalamualaikum, sir. I
yes.
wanted to know that we got to know about scholarships like for PG level, UG level, and also for PhD level. But like I am pursuing PhD from AMU, is there any scholarship like there is Sir Isaac Newton scholarship? People go abroad to work for their work for their research
Uh,
things. Can we get to know some scholarships in Hungary, USA, or in South Korea for already pursuing students who are already pursuing PhD?
she want to
Exchange.
ask about the student exchange program.
Yeah.
I think.
Uh, Actually, for postdoc or for PhD, like during PhD,
During
Yes,
PhD, sir, during
Yeah.
during
PhD.
Yeah. Yeah.
PhD, she want to.
Yeah.
yeah, actually the scholarship Attempt Public Foundation is offering 1 year program like in exchange, so you can apply for 1 year, so just like if you are doing your PhD from AMU, so you need to get acceptance from your supervisor, from AMU, and from any university in Hungary as well. Like, just like in St. Esteban, you need to contact a professor that, okay, I'm doing this, my thrust area is this, and I'm applying for exchange program. Please give me the letter of consent, and he will provide you a letter of acceptance or consent, so you can, apply for the same. As I mentioned everything in slide earlier, you can. The process is same for application. Just you need to get an acceptance letter from any supervisor here in Hungary.
I want to highlight 2 or 3 fellowship exchange program because I have gone through this process, but didn't get funding from University of Glasgow. So there is one scholarship for exchange program is Commonwealth scholarship, right? And Raman Charpak fellowship is also for exchange. There is an option, and we have Nehru scholarship, and AMU has 1 or 2 exchange program scholarship also.
Okay, Mohammed Shadab has queried that should the applicant have to perform good in every semester?
It depends. Like if you have overall scoring, like
Hmm.
say for example, if you have 60% score in second and then you're getting 80 or 90% in third semester, so they are looking for average aggregate score. It doesn't matter, I
Hmm.
think.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I think there is no query. I think one student that Zaina Fatima want to ask when she has to apply for a scholarship program because she is in BSc first year and she wants to know when it will be the best time to apply.
You can start your applications, and I think when you are in fifth semester, you should get ready with your all documents, and you can apply when you are in fifth semester or sixth semester because in September or in November, this is the I think application call time.
Okay, Mohammed Sharik has questioned that actually there is a lots of applicant who are applying for these scholarship. So at which stage most student get eliminated?
There's a lot of applicants who are applying for this scholarship. As far as Stipendium Hungaricum is concerned, in Hungary, so first you need to get nominated from UGC, and then Hungarian authorities are getting involved in this. So first you need to get nominated from UGC, and the criteria of UGC is not disclosed like uh, percentile matters, maybe some extracurricular activities matters. So first of all, you need to get nominated from UGC, and for this, I think you should have good marks or good percentile in your last degree.
Okay,
So,
there is
so
one more question.
yeah,
Yes, for you, Altaf bhai. What is the job opportunities in Budapest?
in Budapest. That's a good question, quite interesting one. Actually, if you are in Budapest, then you have a lot of job opportunities. Either it is odd or a decent job. So if you are doing a master's, meanwhile you can do a lot of jobs and in factories, in delivery jobs, these are odd jobs. What you can do, but still you can find any paid internship. So if you are in Budapest, you have a lot of chances to get a decent job. But if you are in countryside universities, it is a bit harder. It is a bit harder to get in a job. So if you are in
Okay.
Budapest, for sure, you have a lot of. You
Okay,
have a lot of.
Salman Khan has questioned that, sir, as Dr. Abdullah sir told that there is a benefit of extracurricular activity in Korea. Is there any benefit in Hungary and so to US and US too? In Hungary and US, does there is any benefit of extracurricular
Yeah,
activity?
that's a nice question he raised actually.
Yeah.
But I didn't find any impact of extracurricular activities.
Yeah, it will
And
be good if you have.
if you have and it is related to your academic background, I think
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, here in Hungary, it will be considered.
yeah, yeah.
That here also in Korea, if you have some good extracurricular background, so they will consider you.
You will get some extra
Yeah,
point
benefit.
for
Yes.
yes, extra benefit
Yes.
for this. Okay, Ajit Singh want to know that does we get 100% scholarship in tuition as well as dormitory fees through GMAT in Howard, Wharton?
GMAT or
Yeah, that's a nice question. If you, I would say I think if you have excellent score in GRE and GPA or TOEFL, IELTS, whatever, you will have a chance. But there is a very like you have to go through the very extensive process, and there is a high chance to get rejected. I'm very honest. It may be bitter, but this is the real feeling. What I know from the people.
Okay, Sayyid Fahim want to ask that percentile matters of class 10th and 12th.
I think not at all. When it comes to open scholarship, like just like if you are applying GARD, if you are applying an SID or mixed scholarship, not at all. But if you are applying just like if it is bilateral scholarship, just like UGC is also participating in these scholarship, then it matters a lot.
Okay. Yes. And now we are heading to end this session, and I think Mr. Altaf want to share something with you.
Yeah, in the last, I would like to thank Amir Bhai and Abdullah Bhai. Thank you so much for joining this session. And it was excellent, amazing. And in the last, I would like to inform that we are going to open our scholarship portal. We already opened our scholarship portal, just like SSMAF, Sir Said Mentoring and Assistance Fellowship. And
Please mention link in the chat box so that
I will also.
everybody will get clear.
I'm going to mention I will put the link, but I'm just briefing. I'm giving a brief introduction what it is actually. So just like just like I'm just giving an example. Or SSGSA. So we are also we already inaugurated this scholarship, and at that time the vice chancellor of Manu and some other like PRO and Sufyan Beg Saab, they were the guests of that inaugural part, and they already officially it is open, and now we are going to open the application portal. Students can apply from any stream, any bachelor's, master's, PhD, if they enrolled in AMU or they already pass out, so they can apply for this scholarship. We will give the we will do financial assistance for IELTS, GRE, and TOEFL, and we will also give high kind of mentoring and assistantship when you are getting this scholarship. We will one face-to-face kind of mentorship they will do, and we will give. So this it is particularly for AMU students, and if they are pass out, they are also welcome, and if they are pursuing their studies in AMU, they can apply. And we are going to open, I think, maybe in the beginning of February. Nowadays we are working on the background with how it should be and all everything. So there we will open the application portal, then there will be a kind of a screening test, and then we will have interview. And this year we are planning to select 30 or 35 students, maybe 25 to 30 students, because of the budget, of course, because this is all about alumni collection and all, who are residing in Hungary, who are residing in Europe or even USA, because a lot of US alumni are supporting us, like Serene and like other. Most of them are PhD scholars because they are having good scholarship. They are getting good money from stipend or something like that. So that's all about SSMF, and we will let you know, and just like we will do a seminar as well to let you know about these things. Amir Bhai, I will send you the link and you can go through with this.
Yeah, that would be very nice. And I
Altaf Bhai, please send me also.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, my bad. Abdullah Bhai, I will also, because I will get your contact number from Fahim Bhai, and I will contact you
Yes,
for sure.
I will surely share you with Altaf. Okay.
So,
Now,
one more thing I want to request with Dr. Fahim, please share our contact with all the graduate students.
yes. I'll share your contact with the participants.
because
Yes.
I will share also about the AMUSO introduction. I will share AMUSO info and SSMF introduction, and like in detail I will share you, inshallah.
Okay. And now we have yes, Fahim. Yes.
मेरा क्वेश्चन जो अल्ताफ भाई से क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि वो मेरे फील्ड से रिलेटेड है। तो अल्ताफ भाई, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैं अभी करंटली मैं बैचलर्स फाइनल ईयर का स्टूडेंट हूँ जूलॉजी में, और मेरी जो है आगे जो है इंटरेस्ट है बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में। तो मैं जो मास्टर्स बायोटेक्नोलॉजी से करना चाहता हूँ, तो कौन सी कंट्री मतलब सही है, और क्या उस कंट्री के लिए आइल्स मैंडेटरी है? अभी तो मैंने मतलब वहां का अप्लाई कर दिया, हंगरी का। तो हंगरी के अलावा भी कोई कंट्री मुझे आप सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं?
Of course, a lot of scholarship there are, just like IFL scholarship. Go for it. I think this is one of the best scholarship in Europe. IFL scholarship and MEX scholarship Japan. But I think almost it is the deadline. But you can apply in the next session from, I think, from September to December. they are opening this scholarship. So एक हो गया आपका ये आईफिल स्कॉलरशिप, फ्रांस हो गया, वीआईबी वियना बायो सेंटर, और उसके अलावा नीदरलैंड्स में मैं आपको ये पीपीटी या अगर आप कहें तो मैं चैट बॉक्स में अभी मेंशन कर देता हूँ। तो बहुत सारे स्कॉलरशिप हैं।
आपका नंबर मिल सकता है अगर आप अगर
मैं अपना यहाँ ईमेल मेंशन कर दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है?
ओके ठीक है।
Okay, I think we have resolved every query and questions. I think. Okay, now our coordinator, Professor Iqbal sir, has some work, so he is not here at the time, and he has a message for all the speakers, that I thank all the speakers for giving time for us and helping in their upliftment of academic career. Okay, this is the message from Professor Iqbal Ahmed. Now it's time to end the session with a vote of thanks, and I think it is a very wonderful evening for all of us, including all the participants. They have benefited with lots of information from our speakers, and their career opportunity, especially in US, in South Korea, in Hungary, and what are the procedures involved into this, and what complexity you can find there, and what are the barriers that you have to clear that. Okay, so on behalf of Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Muhammad Amir, Dr. Muhammad Amir, and Dr. Mr. Altafur Rahman, and most importantly, that the person who is behind us, that is our program moderator, Mr. Rashid Ahmed, and AMUSO, it's called AMU Scholarship Opportunities. His support benefited our student very much, and I think their society, that is SSNF, I think.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thankful to all, and my sincere thanks to our Dean, Professor Rais Ahmed sir, our coordinator, Professor Iqbal Ahmed sir, Professor Parvez Kamar Rizvi, and our colleague, Dr. Mazharul Haq Ansari, Dr. Zeba Khan, Dr. Arshi Jamil, Dr. Tahir Muhammad Chauhan, and Dr. Talha Ansari, who made this event successful. A wide round of applause, and thanks to all past participants who made this event a memorable one. And finally, I would like to thank all for joining this event, making the time to be with us today, and helping us to make this event a grand success. Okay. Thank you, one and all. It was very nice.
Yeah, and thank you, Fahim bhai, for for telling
Thank you for giving us the time.
without your
And
valuable
Altaf bhai, I have one question for you.
for sure, go ahead.
So, what is the scope of renewable energy in Hungary?
And actually, it is not that much, because I was aware about, when I was in AMU, I heard that Hungary is doing far excellent in agricultural field. So, and there are some universities who are offering the courses in the field of renewable energy, but actually it is not that much prominent or not promising. The results are not that much promising. But when it comes to agriculture and mechanical engineering, it is amazing. When it comes to agriculture and the IT, even IT, there are some universities who are good courses in IT. So the Hungary is doing good in these new fields. But sorry for that.
Yeah, because now after completing my this contract from KBSI, so I want to move on the another country. So that's why I'm asking you.
I will try.
Welcome to the US, Abdullah.
Yeah. I will
Yeah,
To
doctor. I mean, that's
share
why.
all the contacts to our all speakers and organizers. Okay, and
Yeah.
Thank you, fam.
I think
Thank you,
this
Dr.
is the
Fahim.
time to end the session. I think Dr. Amir didn't have a sleep tonight. It is early morning there, and he has to take some rest.
And here in Korea, it's late night.
It's very much late.
Yeah,
So
it's around
it was
-10.
odd hours for our speaker, Dr. Mohammad Amir and Dr. Abdullah,
For me, it's good.
because in Korea it is late night, and in US it is early morning, and Dr. Amir
For me,
haven't take any sleep. For you, it is approaching to.
it is afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon for you. Okay, so it was very nice to be a part of this event, and I thank all the speakers and our dean and coordinators. Okay, thank you. Thank you
Thank you
for
so much.
Thank
joining.
you, Fahim bhai.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's humble request with you all. Please share all your email ID. Please.
There is email ID of Altaf, Mr. Altaf. You can save
I
from here,
already shared and
and
mentioned in the chat.
Okay,
I
I'm
will
also
share
sharing
email
my
ID
email
of.
ID.
Yeah. Please
I will
share.
share every email ID to our group. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, LinkedIn profile and their email IDs will be with you soon. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay.
Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Walaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.